this is the second day of me producing this video. Hopefully you guys are learning along the way as I'm trying to document my trading journey on here. So this today I traded the stock ticker Red Hat RHT. Made about $65 on it. Nothing too fancy. Trade was simple setup and make my dollar and get out of here. Um, so let's take a look at the chart. Um, Here is the daily chart. Okay. Before we go into the chart, let's take a look at the trade which I did. So I bought 72.64 at 9:58, and just about 7 minutes I bailed out on it for a cool $65 gain on it, right? So let's look at the analysis of the stock Red Hat. A few days before it got smoked out on some, I'm not sure what happened on the earnings or something, and the $70 level is kind of a key level for it. If you look at it, right? Last time it got stopped on it. Looks like it tried to reclaim the $70 a bunch of times. Now today it came up on one of my scanners, and the market wasn't really doing that much. I mean, there was a gap in the market as well. Let me pull you up on the 5-minute chart. So, bunch of patterns I trade. One is the flag pattern, and then is the reversal pattern. Uh, so I don't really play a lot of patterns, right? 2 patterns are good enough. Makes me enough dough. That's all that's required. So saw this big morning push from 71.50 all the way to 72.50, right? So this is $1 push on a stock which has an ATR of 2.18, something which I should have checked, but it's what it is. So it went up from 71.40 to 70.60. Now I saw this flag pattern flagging out over here, right? This was the flag which I saw. So once I saw this stock starting to flag out here, my intention really was once this goes over this high, because one big move, if the stock is really strong, chances are it's going to give you at least one move, if not 2 or 3 moves. So depending on the strength of the stock, it just depends on how it's going to react, right? So big up move, 2 inside bars. If you want to know more about inside bars, I'll make some more videos. Just let me know. Just put a comment on it. I'll give you some reviews about inside bars, or NR7, what's called. Um, so these 2 candles were the inside bars, and another inside bar. Once it broke over this level, I knew, you know what, it was game on for me to start making some money on here. So I got in at 9:58 on this very candle, and once it starts, so my entry was at 72.64. Show you. So 70.64, and my stop was right under this very same candle, 70.47. So about 17 cents, 15 cents, whatever it is, the stop on it, right? So target is at least 2 to 1, 3 to 1. My trades, from what I've seen from experience, actually goes up to 5 to 1, 6 to 1 trade. Here is why. So I got a 70.64. The stop popped up to 73. I bailed out. If I waited for a few more minutes, chances are this stock would have made me, on a risk of 15 cents. I made about 30 cents on it. 30 cents, made about 73 minus 70.65, about 35 cents, so about 2 hours. If I would have held it, right, I would actually be able to make the whole the $1 profit on it. So would have made about 6 hours on it. So generally, there are times when I miss some opportunities. That's okay. At least you make more than what you're risking. That's all that matters. I did make a video about frustration, how people miss a trade and then try to force on to trade. So feel free to look at my other video which I made yesterday. Any questions? Give me a follow back on Twitter or StockTwits at WatchListTalk. Or if you have any questions, feel free to give me an email. I would love to know what kind of videos you'd like to see, and hopefully I'll make some which you guys can learn from. So my email is swatchlist@gmail.com, and that's it for the day, guys.